Hi everybody, it's Andrew Hutchings with you here today. Still not a doctor, still not giving medical advice, just consolidating medical information. And the topic of today is the fact, well it's really short, that ibuprofen and aspirin decrease your aromatase enzyme levels, meaning that they decrease your estrogen. I'm not 100% sure that they showed that the decrease actually resulted in a decrease in estrogen, but most likely it did. It's just, I always think things out to the max, because you never know 100% for sure if maybe there's some other thing in there that can regulate it, even if it decreases the aromatase. But pretty sure the study did show a decrease in estrogen. So maybe I'll go glance at it again to be absolutely sure after this video. But so basically, yeah, aspirin and ibuprofen decrease your estrogen. Tylenol does not. It has to be a COX-2 inhibitor, and I'll save you all the different pathways and everything, how it ends up decreasing aromatase, because even for me, they're not pathways I'm super familiar with, so it's really a big headache to, like, A affects B, then C, then D, and E, and yeah, if you wanted to spend a little bit of time and research some, you could figure it all out and it would all make a lot of sense and be easy to remember, but at the end of the day, you have to decide where to spend your energy. So do you want to learn exactly how it decreases aromatase, or do you want to just know that it does? Personally, at this point in time at least, I just want to know that it does. And now you know too, that ibuprofen and aspirin and diclofenac, if you're in the UK, I don't know if they have it in tablet form, but I know you have it in your cream. Actually, now in California at least, we have the diclofenac gel, the voltaren gel. That gives me a good idea. Voltaren gel on my chest. Local COX-2 inhibition to decrease local aromatase expression. Good idea, I'll have to try it out. So yeah, while the most effective drugs are things like anastrozole or exemestane or letrozole, ibuprofen and aspirin, and diclofenac and all the other COX-2 inhibitors do also decrease aromatase expression. Not the same way that anastrozole or exemestane do. Anastrozole and exemestane are different from each other, they do it differently, but the COX-2 inhibitors do it differently from both of those. It just decreases the expression. The COX-2 inhibitor doesn't bind to the aromatase enzyme and do anything there as far as I read. It affects a pathway that far downstream leads to a decrease in aromatase. Meaning that you could stack it on top of your anastrozole, then you throw in your COX-2 inhibitor, because they work different ways. The COX-2 inhibitor is going to lower the aromatase expression, and then the anastrozole is going to come in and bind to that aromatase that's still there, or the exemestane. So yeah, it's not, studies have not, to my knowledge, studies have not been shown, studies have not been done to show what percentage decrease of estrogen or what percentage decrease of aromatase, but it has shown a significant, statistically significant decrease in aromatase. And the reason I said statistically significant is because statistically significant is different from translates into real world significant. While it may be statistically significant on paper, for all we know, it does not actually translate into any sizable benefit. But it certainly doesn't look like it could hurt unless you have severe liver disease, in which case you probably shouldn't mess with steroids. But hey, maybe you're not messing with steroids, maybe you're like me and I have Gyno, and it's just good to know that you can take your ibuprofen and help your Gyno. But if you have super elevated liver enzymes, then probably stay away from the non-steroidal anti-inflammatories. Pretty useless to try to flex and look good on here, because not professional lighting, not professional angles, or whatever you want to call them, good angles. But I took a picture recently and my arms looked really good. I want like a most muscular pose, It actually looks good on here too, because you get like the shadow in here, and this part's dark also. So yeah, I hope you like knowing that. Hope it helps you somehow. I'm not recommending you take aspirin or ibuprofen, although I actually probably couldn't even recommend that since I'm not a doctor. But yeah, now you know that maybe it could help a little bit to toss in some aspirin or ibuprofen if you want to decrease your aromatase enzyme. And remember that it works differently than anastrozole or exemestane. So it actually decreases how much of the enzyme is produced. So say you start out with this much enzyme, you take the ibuprofen or the aspirin, and it makes it so your body only makes this much enzyme. And then you take your anastrozole or your exemestane, it comes in and binds to this. Instead of having to bind to all of this, it only has to bind to all of this, like a smaller amount. And like I came to the realization of, you could probably try, if you want to decrease gyno, the topical diclofenac gel, voltaren gel, to get less systemic exposure, because there are some negative side effects of COX-2 inhibition and inhibiting your inflammatory responses. Your body has inflammation for a reason. It's not all bad. Really, only chronic inflammation is bad. You need inflammation for certain things. So I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe. I think it's down there, but if it's down there, do it over there. Especially if you like this video, why not like and subscribe? And you can even comment whatever you want. Comment something good, comment something bad, because I think regardless of what you comment, that it helps me out. But if you don't like my videos, you can try as hard as you can with as many comments as you can to leave bad feedback, and maybe it won't help me out, but we'll have to see. Obviously, I'm not going to trick you into leaving comments, and even if you don't like my video, but who knows, maybe you will, and it'll still end up helping me out. But of course, I shouldn't tell you that if you don't like my video, because then you don't leave comments, because you don't want to help me out. But maybe if you get mad enough, you'll leave the comments, even though you know it could possibly help me. So check out my Instagram also, natural_true_fitness. And remember, you can hire me for coaching, diet advice, fitness advice, supplement information, consolidation advice, whatever. It's just my personal opinion, and health supplements, you can give advice. I mean, you go to GNC and the person gives you advice on which health supplement, so I guess I can do that too. Medical advice I cannot do. So what I do is I take all the information of the whole wide world and I consolidate it into one place for you, and I give you an opinion on that. I don't give you advice. Just consolidate the information and give an opinion based on that information. My opinion. Only my opinion. But yeah, I offer training, what you should do in the gym stuff, everything. And pretty soon I'm going to post some before and after pictures, but the thing is they take time, and I have 2 clients right now that are about 2 months into their working out. They're working out pretty much every day. They are beginners and they can get away with it, and they're doing good. And I think they're on the track to working out for the rest of their life, because once you do it long enough and you enjoy it, you just don't want to stop doing it. And you'll be amazed, like in 3 months, like they're not going to go from how they are to being Mr. Olympia, but you'll see that my workout plans and strategies and everything, it does work, and they're going to make some really good results in 3 months. Oh, it's 9 minutes and 24 seconds, and apparently if it goes over 10 minutes, it can like make more money someday. I'm not monetized right now, but I guess I'll talk to you for 30 more seconds to, just in case I get monetized someday, to be able to make more money off of it. So I finally got back up to 275 on the incline. I first hit that last year, and I was able to do that until February. Well, actually, I went to the gym one time in like June or May when they opened back up for like a week, And I was with a spot, I was able to get 4 not full reps. Back from February to last September, I was able to do like 3 to 4 90% of the way down reps, because I don't have super good range of motion, and when it's heavy, especially, I'm not going to go all the way as far as I can down. But actually, the other day at the gym, at least for one of the reps, I went all the way down with 275, and my squat is up to 315. How amazing! I can squat a little bit more than I can bench press. So if you think for a 23-year-old, I don't think 275 is that impressive, but like I posted on Instagram recently, when I was 16, I could bench 255 for 9 reps, which is true, and I could do that, and I'm not that much stronger now. People are like, no way you could do that. If you could do that, you'd be a world power lifter, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess how much I could squat back then? Probably like 185. So yeah, just because someone can do a whole lot in one specific lift does not mean that it's impossible. That's, if you could do that, you would be #1 in the world. No. Some people are strong, some people are good at one specific lift. For me, I have a very strong chest. Probably I could squat more if I keep practicing it, but I haven't really squatted that much in my life compared to how much I've pressed and rowed. And yeah, I'm not that much stronger than I was when I was 16, but hey, it's only like 2.5 years back in the gym, and even though I made a lot of progress when I was younger, you take 4 years out, and you lose a lot of it. So I'm excited to see how much higher I can go than when I was 16, because even though I'm a bit bigger now, and definitely my legs are better developed, even though they're not well developed, I'm really not that much stronger. Like I said, I could do 9 reps at 255, but that was flat bench when I was 16. And now, on incline, because I rarely do flat, I can do 12 reps right now of 225, or I could do 3 reps of 275. So I guess next time I go to the gym, I better just put like 250, 255 on there and see if I can still do 9 reps, and then I can compare exactly to when I was 16. Oh, I guess I should do it on flat bench also, but yeah. But I'm happy. I look good, in my opinion. I'm pretty strong compared to most people. I'm not a world record setter. Probably could have been, but that's life, and wasn't meant to happen, I guess. And this video is over 10 minutes, so goodbye. Please like and subscribe, check out my Instagram, and hire me for stuff, because I'll make sure you get the best bang for your buck. And trust me, I look a lot better than this. I look, see, more muscular.